Good morning, everyone. Today is the 28th of November 2016. I can't believe November just flew on by. This was a swing account. I actually just got on my desk about a few minutes ago. And over the weekend, I received a question from a viewer. And so here's the question. So hopefully that person doesn't mind. Um, so the question is, hello, great video. Can you share more information on how you find setups and what indicators you prefer to use? So as far as indicator is concerned, if you watch many of my videos, I don't have one. I mainly a lot of these are kind of either modified or, like for instance, this 300, 200, 100% that you're seeing on my chart. It's nothing more than a modified version of Fibonacci extensions. So I just changed the numbers up. I'll show you that. Properties. You can see I just changed the coefficient numbers, and it plots the 100%, 200% extensions. So, and that's all I really care about. Um, Anyways, I don't have an indicator. If you've seen many of my videos, I'm a pure price action kind of guy. I really don't use any of that. I used to when I was when I first started out. I mean, you name it. I have multiple moving averages. Many things that you would see online that would cause you to lose money. I mean, the crossovers, all that junk. I used to do that when I started, but I quickly realized that those are not really profitable trades, and after some losers, I decided to abandon it. So many of the stuff that you see on my chart now is just nothing more than support and resistance lines. So that brings me to the conversation of setups, of how I find these setups. I guess let's talk about, actually, yesterday's trade was a perfect example, because yesterday, when I came into my desk watching the market last night, as you can see, I bought this pullback right about here at 47, because right when I got to my desk, I was trying to figure out my risk reward ratio. So the most important thing is, the question is for the amount of money you're risking, will you able to get the reward, is the question. So, and that's always it's I would certainly put that in my rule. If you don't have it yet, is if you risk a certain amount, could you get a certain amount back? That's the question. So, for instance, yesterday, if you watch many of my videos, for my swing account, I'm actually doing like a 2-to-1 type risk reward is what I was seeking, minimum 2-to-1 risk reward. And for this particular trade, I took a long just because it meet my risk parameter. So basically, so if I use the extension again, if I plop down a 50-cent risk reward ratio, so just for the sake of demonstration here, put the calculator in. 45, 47 minus 50 cents, 44.97. So 44.97. So if I put 44.47 here, my risk, and 49.97. So this is the whole entire risk from 0 to 100. Can I get 3 right on, or 2 on the chart, right? So as you can see, I just added 101 ticks. That's what yielded a 100 one tick reward for my trade. So as you can see, um, so so this tool here just helps me visualize, or I can quickly see on my chart if whether I can get that or not. And I knew, so this is what experience would teach you, is that um, you know, do you have a gap in price right here, so you can almost see that there's a good chance that this order or this area would be filled. So, and that would be the 1-to-1 risk ratio right there. And then the 2-to-1 risk ratio, you have an area of supply, because how do I know that? You know, watching a 3-minute chart, you can see this thing just, I mean, it's struggled to. So if you look at it from this area right here, as you can see, it was struggling to go up until it just took a dive down. And I believe on my last video I was talking about this was once a support in price becoming a resistance. I believe it's, oh, maybe it's way far, it's like somewhere over here. So I knew that this is a good resistance area. And like I said, the only way I had known that is because of my screen time, the amount of time I spent on my you know, trading. So given all those information, I think I got hit on one of my entry here, but I'm long a couple of other positions. Given some of my entries here, or sorry, I just got distracted there. So where was I? Oh yeah, so my screen time pretty much taught me that the reward will be there given the risk. So and that's the reason why, like I said, and I was even late to the party. I had to decide real fast whether I should take this trade or not, just because you know, this happened overnight. So this was last night at I think it was like about 7 or 8 o'clock last night, 8:30 maybe, right here. So yeah, that's 7:24 last night. And you know, when this was happening, it was my bedtime. So that's that. Let's see, setups. See, let's go back to the question. It says how I find my setups and what indicators you prefer to use. If you go back to my videos, I do a lot of kind of top-down analysis, starting with the weekly. So I always show this chart. So this is my daily chart, and this is my weekly chart. As you can see, you know, on the higher time frames, the odds is in my favor, just because. Let's see, let me remove some of these drawings. Okay, so if you look at the daily, for instance, as you can see, this thing opened right here and made a low right there, right? So one of the, I guess, trading rules is look left, trade right. So this thing fell off of area of potential support. So as you can see, it just barely broke that and then started bouncing from it, which is my entry was like right here at 47. So let me mark that one, price level. So it's about right there, and it. Okay, so my entry was right there. So I knew there was a chance of this thing might bounce, just because, as you can see, from the $45, this thing rallied up all the way to 49. So, and I don't really care about this rallying back up to this price level. I just need to able to get my risk reward ratio. So so for 50 cents, my stop was right here at 44.97, as you can see. So let's mark that one as well. So if you look at the daily, so this is the price action that I was that I'm in. So if this thing, in an event that it made a second day low, it'll stop me out. But you know, like I said, it's kind of far away from from this level. So I was comfortable taking it last night, and and the same goes for for the weekly chart. And weekly doesn't tell much, but this this whole week, this weekly bar right here, as you can see, it rallied. This bar was a rally price, so I'm expecting some buying that would take place, especially if it drops this level. So that's kind of the rationale of my setup. And but if you're intraday trading, you have to be careful in doing that, because like something like this, where this thing is an inside day, there's a different strategy. I believe I received another question on inside day type trading, and or no how do I find if I had multiple strategies, I think was the last question that I received from a viewer, which was quick tip number 7. I was asked, as far as what strategies do I have multiple strategy, was a question. So those types of days, there's different rationale that you could actually there's different rationale for any given day. Just it's a matter of experience. Experience would teach you everything that you need to know. If you wanna in my mind, my success, the success that I'm finding so far is that really, if you're not comfortable with the trade, or you're not sure about the trade, I'd go to a sim trading, just so you could simulate all the knowledge that you could, basically a lot of these are confirmation. If you're right, you'll go on your way. If you're wrong, then honor your stop, get stopped out. It's as simple as that. So let's see. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all the question that I received. Let me see. Indicators, I already answered that one. And find the okay setups. That's it. So basically, yeah, I do a top-down analysis. I think you've seen me. If you watch some of my videos, I always go from the top down, weekly, daily, and then I break it down to 1 hourly chart, 30-minute chart, 20-minute chart, 10-minute chart, trying to find opportunity, or where that opportunity might lie. So I think that's pretty much it. And then like I said, your trading skills versus, not trading skills, but your risk parameter skill, or risk parameter versus my risk parameter, it really depends on the person. What risk are you willing to take? So if you I think when you watch my first swing trading video that I put out, one of my trading rule for swing trading is no more than 50 ticks, and then if it goes above 50 ticks, then I can trail it to a 1 tick plus 1. So, but like I said, this happened last night, so I just kind of left it as it is and just let it run. Let's see what else. I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching my video. If you learned something from this, smash that like button. Let's see what else. Don't forget to subscribe, so you can get my daily updates on my videos. And until then, I'll see you on the next video. Take care.